All right, back here for game 5. Mulligan to 6. I'm gonna fight for a little pride on this one, but I'm good.
My hand is quite good, so I will keep.
All right, scry. Ugh. I'm not gonna play this on turn 2. So it's like less greedy to keep this than bottoming it for a land, I guess.
So it's an Oath of Nissa in an awkward land hand.
Yeah, I could still do this plus potentially do something else on turn 3. I think I'm supposed to keep this, but it's pretty ugly. Go.
Okay, that was pretty nice. I will once again lead on this Gossip Monger.
Advocate, go.
Inspector Envoy.
Yep.
You can go.
Potentially punished. Oath. Come on, deck. Ugh, you're so cruel to me. Oh, yeah. I can feel that.
Oh yeah, the fortified villages are real cruel.
Go.
Okay,
I can't actually attack because you can like double block with these two.
yeah.
Oh, it's not looking good.
This is weird. I'm going to attack.
Sure.
You go to 18.
Yep.
I'll play a knight, find a plains, and pass the turn.
Okay. That is definitely an odd turn. Okay. Drill land, that's nice. I really don't want to get annihilated by Declaration in Stone, though, so kind of need to try to figure out a way to either play around that or something. Also just might be forced to just accept that we're going to get blown out by Declaration Stone, but that doesn't feel good. I don't think I want to commit to attacking first because I can play this and that gives us more options. So I kind of need to figure out now what I want to do. It's certainly not clear. If I just cast Nissa, then if Ross plays like always watching, then I guess we have 2 okay blocks, so it's not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, that's fine. I'll attack with Sylvan Advocate.
Yep, 18.
Play Nissa, get a forest, play it. It'll be your turn.
I don't see where your second okay block is. You get to.
And just go here.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that is indeed okay.
It's precisely okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
So, bash.
Yeah, just what I said I would do.
Yeah, trade Vanessa. You take 6.
Yep.
You're 12. You can go.
Ooh, I drew a magic card. This is nice. Attack.
So I'm getting outbursted. What if he has command? If you have command, I don't That's a 2/3 against my 3/4, so I don't see losing. If you have 2 commands, you just want to make that guy big. That seems poor. This is probably just an outburst. I'll block.
Alright, countersec.
Oh, that's how that works. Yeah, I'm bad. God, I'm bad.
More to go.
Just unbelievably bad. Why do you let me do these things to myself?
I don't know, man. Give me one, okay?
Ugh. So bad, so bad. Why would I do that? It's just so bad.
You're just so nice. Thank you.
Go to planes. I just hate letting people get, like, if it was outburst and you got 2 damage in, I would just hate myself. It's never like to give people free attacks. I end up getting blown out a lot because of it.
I kind of appreciate that. It depends on my opponent for me. If I know they'll, like, talk about it afterwards, then that makes me mad.
Okay, so what is this Den Protector about to get back? A Dramoka's command. Maybe a Nissa. Probably a command. But I really need to get this thing off the board, so... And then I'll attack for a 2 with the knight that can attack.
Yep, mid-10.
You can go. See how that would have been much better if I also had a 2/3 here?
Yes, I'm aware.
Probably
Go.
just lost the game because of it. Go. Avacyn.
Remember when I said I drew a real magic card 2 turns ago?
Okay. Well, Avacyn is pretty good. So, kind of want to just build a big board and try to attack through the Avacyn. It does get blown out by Hangerback Walker, but, you know, can't beat everything. So, I'll play a knight.
Yep. You've gotten so many knight triggers in this match.
It's been a lot.
I think it's been like 2 a game. Except for the first game, I guess, where I didn't play a third land.
Yeah.
That didn't really happen.
What I haven't gotten a lot of triggers of is the Ice Lieutenant.
That's true.
And I'll play an Anointer.
Mm-hmm.
And so this attack doesn't really do anything. It trades a knight for 3 damage. Or it trades a knight for 2 damage, sorry. That does not seem good enough, so I will pass the turn.
It's a weird spot. Ross has 1 card in his hand. On board, I have... Well, since he presumes I have Archangel Avacyn, which I do, I can play Avacyn on end of turn, untap, return Jamoka's command, and have Den Protector fight something, and this will flip Avacyn on Ross's upkeep. Pretty much just lose the game on the spot, though, if Ross does have a Stasis Snare. So I can... I guess we should just figure out whether we can beat anything else. So what I would like to do, if I don't commit to playing Avacyn right now, is crack my clue first. I don't think there's any world where Nissa Vastwood Seer is the right card to get back with Den Protector now that Ross has built such a huge board. But if we find 7th land, then Archangel Avacyn plus Dramoka's command gives us a pretty good block on the following turn. It's definitely tough. I think the turn that we played the Morph with no mana up would have been a good turn for Ross to Stasis Snare. So it's fairly likely he would have cast it then. Also, I kind of get the impression that he's mostly just desperate since he's just gone all in. If we had planar outburst, it'd basically be game over. If we just crack the clue first, then we still have 2 shots at a land for actually making this play if we decide to do it. I think that's just better, because we can always just draw a planar outburst. Okay, so we hit a land. So at this point, we're just kind of priced into getting back Dromoka's command, and then we can see what our draw step yields. That's an interesting draw. Yeah, I guess that's just much safer. So I'm gonna go stone your 3 knights.
Ugh.
Play Sylvan Advocate. Pass a turn.
Okay. Hmm. 2 cards.
2 cards. One is
Yeah.
command.
Pop a clue.
Yep.
Consul's Lieutenant.
Yep.
Thraben Inspector.
Mm-hmm.
You can go.
Attack with Sylvan Advocate.
14.
Go.
Pop a clue.
Yep.
You can go.
Well, leaving up 3 mana is very suspicious, so I guess we'll just keep doing what we're doing, since no reason not to. Attack.
10.
So we kind of are winning in this board state, so go.
And step pop a clue.
Yep.
Thaddeus Lieutenant.
Okay, that's worth giving some pause for sure. Gonna put a counter on my Den Protector and have Sylvan Advocate fight your Lieutenant.
You have 2 cards.
2 cards.
So if I snare and then you play Avacyn, I'm at 10. Hopefully you wouldn't have another removal spell to help flip your Avacyn. So probably wouldn't be able to beat that. What is my attack like? So if I just sent with Well, let's just say everything. Then you play Avacyn, and the obvious attack would be to eat these two, obvious blocks, and this would be 2, 4, this would be 10. So you can't make the obvious blocks, so you have to just block this for free, and then you eat here and take 7, brings you to 3, at which point you have an 8-point attack. And if you add another command, you could just kill me. This is tough. I think I need to keep this thing around, so I am going to. You said counter here, and then
In this fight's here.
Yeah, I will attempt to snare the advocate in response. This game was hard.
Pretty sure. So this will be 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, and a 1, 1, and 2, 2. This is tough. So I can just make this play. I can just let this all happen, make this play, and hope it's good enough. I can also just sack this enchantment with the trigger on the stack and make Den Protector either fight Anointer or Thali's Lieutenant, probably the Anointer. And then it'll become a 4/3, which can block this. So Ross only has 2 good attacks, basically. And then I will go down to 4 if I take both of these. And then I'll have a 4/5 and a 4/3. And I'll be at 4. These 2 will be dead. Thraben Inspector and Thali's Lieutenant will be untapped. I can send with both. Probably just Sylvan Advocate, actually. Ross goes to 6. He has how many cards in hand?
I have 3.
3. 2 clues. That actually doesn't seem like that great of a spot. So let's see. But if I do just let this all happen, then this can't get through damage on the following turn. Which means I don't actually have lethal. So I can play Avacyn. I mean, I guess Ross is kind of maybe, I mean, if he attacks, he's going to die, but I don't actually think he's forced to attack. Let's say he just sends this Thali's Lieutenant. Then I can Avacyn double block and still have command up. I guess that's not good for him. So if he doesn't attack with anything, what am I forced to do? I can, like, say go again, but then he can just, like, he has a bunch of cards left. He can still just keep building his board. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to attack if this just happens.
Now everything's really hard.
Yeah. I'm gonna sack the enchantment of the trigger on the stack and have Den Protector fight Anointer Champions.
Okay.
And then the second command's gonna resolve this. I'll have a counter, and the Advocate will fight this.
Yep. And so this has 4 damage on it. This has 1 damage on it.
Yeah. So I guess you can send the Thali's Lieutenant, which I miscalculated.
I could send with just all 3.
Yeah, you can
And-
you can send with all 3. For some reason, I thought you
Yeah.
couldn't attack with this, but you can.
They do nothing but trade. So this one, these trade, and this doesn't. I'm at 10. You're at 10. I wonder if I even want to do that. The thing is, if I just attack the lieutenant and Michael takes 3, goes to 7, he can then attack me for 8 and have 2 blockers. And essentially 2 lethal creatures. So I think I need to put more pressure on him than that. So given that this can just jump here on another attack, if I want to protect my life total, I'm down to trade.
All right, I'm going to block the 2/3 Inspector.
Not the 3/4.
Oh, this has 4 power now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah,
you
so
take
take
5, and
Yep.
now this gets a second counter.
Yeah, I'm at 5.
You can go.
Okay. That's not bad. Attack.
Yeah, I'll go to 6.
Stone this.
That is very good.
Your turn.
Now I wish I had chumped. Okay, so at this point, you have 1 card in hand.
1 card.
It's going to be Avacyn. So if I just play my things, and you play Avacyn, attack me with both of your things, then my blocks are not particularly good. This is because this will be a 3/4 and this will be a 4/4. So I will have to trade away something.
You just have to jump Advocate. You can't trade with it.
I can double block.
No, because I have Addison.
Well, I'm saying if you play Avacyn.
Oh, sure.
If you don't, then I can just take 4, and then you'll be dead to my attack unless you draw something.
Yeah, but if I just play Avacyn, attack with both, you can't trade off of this. You have to jump it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I have 2 blockers. So I've
That is
effectively
true.
killed 3 creatures.
Because then I'll flip the Avacyn. Okay, so then I'll chump block with Dragon Hunter. And on the next attack, I need to deal you 5, which I certainly can't do when this is a 3. I'd need to draw a lot of stuff. But I would win if I just draw like a declaration. And then I'd have 3 draws to do it in. Or I can try to draw a removal spell this turn. Or a Griff Spoon. I can always just wait to always watching next turn, seeing as I'm not attacking or doing anything this turn. And I could draw more creatures to play. So I think I will sack a clue. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I just play 3 things.
Okay.
You can go.
You have 1 card?
Yep.
Okay. This forces Ross to chump and gives us a few draws towards something that just wins the game. So, attack.
Jump. I go to 2.
Yep, your turn.
Always watching.
Yep.
Gossip Monger. So now this should be lethal.
So, yeah, 2. Yeah, so I just these are the 2 biggest things. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's exactly lethal.
Does this do anything? So this is a 4/5. This can become a 3/4. So that I can just This is just 5 on board.
You have to activate this.
No, this is a 2. This is a 3.
Oh, why do I always forget that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So yeah, you could just pass priority.
Yeah.
There's no better block, I guess. Guess I can. Yeah. I mean, I'm dead. I'm just curious if there's any way I could. No, I don't think so. All right, back here for the conclusion of Green White Tokens versus Bot Humans, and
Victorious!
I got annihilated.
Thank you, Tom Ross. Thank you so much. These victories are few and far between, so I need to savor them.
He doesn't care about your deck, Tom. He just wants to beat me more than anything else.
Oh, yes. I love winning. It is great.
So the takeaway here, I don't think this set was necessarily representative of the matchup. A couple games where Green White Tokens stumbled. I think the hard games that I really feel like I could have won, I probably screwed up.
Games 4 and 5 were very intense, very close, and a lot of different options on both sides. I certainly did not play Game 5 optimally.
Although you might have, I don't want to talk about the details now because we've already kind of droned on about it, but he might have like accidentally forced me to like play cards that I shouldn't have played, which is kind of funny. But
you ended up not playing that absent for maybe 5-6 turns after that.
Right.
And that could have easily pressured me enough to take the game
or
flip with the command.
Game 4 and 5 are definitely games that I'm going to go back and watch. Big takeaway is not being able to get any traction on the battlefield with like a Gideon or another Planeswalker. I'm fine with boarding down on them, but we saw a lot of games where I had like a Sylvan Advocate or a Den Protector and like a couple removal spells, and Ross was able to just like, draw less lands than me because he's naturally going to do that with his deck. Play some Thraben Inspectors, get Declaration stoned a couple times, and he's going to just like pull away with just like more material on the battlefield, have these incidental 2/2s that become 3/3s, and they start to add up and apply a lot of pressure. And if I can't find a Planar Outburst or flip an Avacyn, then I'm eventually going to get overwhelmed. And we saw that a couple times where I kind of just ran out of steam.
Yeah, both games 4 and 5, you sort of took control, started attacking with your one creature, but you're only dealing about 4 a turn. I took it for 2 or 3 turns, went down in the single digits, and took that time to crack some clues, rebuild my board, and suddenly I was presenting a lethal attack, dealing the last 6 or so damage to you. I was certainly fortunate to not draw too many lands and draw a lot of Knights. Knight of the White Orchid was incredible.
Yeah, Knight of the Orchid definitely overperformed in this set.
Ended with 5 or 6 lands in play at the end of games and had to play 2 or 3 Knights, so I really only drew 2, 3, 4 lands during the course of a game, whereas you were drawing 6, 7, or 8, and those extra 3 or 4 cards are a really big deal. Even when your cards are 2/1s, if I've got 3 of them, you can just go wide, get around the one blocker, and deal those last few points of damage.
Yeah. But I definitely think the last couple games were interesting, so I hope you guys enjoyed those. I'm going to go back and watch them. These decks are great. I would still play Green White Tokens, even though I just got ravaged.
I am also still playing Green White. I think the deck is excellent. My takeaway from this is that I should be respecting humans more than I have been, because I've generally been pretty low on the deck. I didn't think it was really a top contender in the format, just sort of the default mediocre aggro deck, but it is certainly better than that when built well and piloted well, as by Tom Ross and occasionally me. Yeah. Emphasis on occasionally.
I mean, any deck where you can just punish stumbling opponents is going to be good in some capacity.
Yeah, I do love punishing stumbling opponents.
So, yeah, both these decks are great. And if you're looking to play some Standard, you can do that this weekend at SG Tour Stop in Orlando. It will be Standard. Cedric Phillips and Craig Krimples will be in the booth.
Great team. I've been really impressed by Craig. I think of the
both in the booth and on the battlefield.
True. He's put up some good results with finals in the Invitational.
Yep.
But we knew he was a great player. But his commentary, I think, if I had to pick a favorite of the new guys they brought in this year, I think Craig would be at the top of that list.
Okay.
As much as I gush about
Ryan
Overturf and Andrew Boswell, I think Craig is really has a natural affinity for commentating, and it is shine through. And I think he's only going to get better from here, and plays really well with Cedric. So a great team. So even if you cannot make it out to Orlando this weekend for everything that goes on there with artists, with dealer booths, with side events, the main event, you can watch at home on SCG Live, catch all that Standard action. Probably a lot more people playing Green White Tokens and Boss Humans, given how well they did last weekend in Atlanta.
They should.
Yeah. Yeah. along with Bant Humans, ton of other sweet standard decks. Standard, still in a good place. It's pretty well defined at this point, so we're working out the kinks. We're just seeing if people can sort of level the metagame here and there. So we'll have a few interesting tournaments before Eldritch Moon comes out in only a little over a month.
It's coming up, yeah.
It's coming up. It comes up. It seems like it comes up faster and faster every set. I don't know when that happened.
Probably when we completely immersed our lives in this game.
Yeah, probably. But regardless, tons of standard, and I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just give me the stick. I got this.
Boss Human's great.
The conch, I guess. That's
Thanks,
what I was
Tom.
looking for there. But yeah, join us in Orlando.
Why do I give you the conch? What does the conch mean?
Lord of the Flies, man.
Oh, is that like the thing? Is it like
That's the way you can speak.
Oh, they have like a talking conch, and I've never read that book.
Oh, it's great. It's classic.
Anyways,
this is whatever. But join us on SG Live or in person in Orlando. Play some standard. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Have a good weekend, guys.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Thank you.